So, as you saw my friend exclaim, I just don't know what to do. This happens even despite the fact that we get all the soft skills and behavioral training we need. We understand what the seven languages of appreciation is, we understand what the confidence gap is, we understand what are leadership styles, we understand what is crucial conversations, we understand emotional intelligence, for crying out loud, but we still struggle to use this in the actual workplace. Now, why does that happen? Let's look at a blend of two elements: appreciation, the seven languages of appreciation, and emotional intelligence. When something goes wrong, we tend to use a distorting statement rather than an empowering statement. That's the first mistake we all make as human beings. The second is we don't match the emotional need of the person. The emotional need of the person, say, for some people, the appreciation language they want is reward, and we give them time. For some people, they want your time, they want your focus, they want your help, and we give them a reward. So that's the first mismatch that happens. The seven languages of appreciation reminds us that people feel valued in different ways. Does that mean that too much appreciation is bad? Too much of one method is bad. There are different languages, different ways in which people want to be appreciated, just like the multiple leadership styles. There are also multiple ways in which people want to be appreciated. Some people prefer to be appreciated through words, like a pat on the back. Some people want appreciation by way of you giving time to them. Now, here is what happens when we have to connect the dots, because emotional intelligence helps us recognize the language that the person responds to. For example, if I'm a task driven leader with low empathy, and I might rely on I might feel that tangible gifts are the best way to recognize people. However, but a team member who values time will feel unseen and useless if I invest in rewards and not in attention. Emotional intelligence isn't separate from appreciation, it is the lens that lets you personalize it. So think of it as uh, the glasses that helps you personalize it. Now let's look at bring in the third element, which is leadership style. So how does leadership style play into both these elements that are playing? Think of leadership style as your courier service, as the delivery system that is going to deliver the payload. So how is emotional intelligence appreciation showing up in action? Say, for example, I'm a leader who likes to coach people, and I use a lot of empathy, and I use growth as appreciation. And as a democratic leader, I prefer to give time through collaboration and shared decision making to all my team members. And an affiliative leader, if I were to be that one, I would lean into the words of affirmation and team bonding, and use positive language, appreciate, recognize, make the person feel valued through my words. Whereas if I'm a leader who likes to set the tone and the pace for the team, I would need, and there will be times that I need to consciously slow down to express my appreciation of someone doing something right. My leadership style should flex according to the situation, and it should not just switch off depending on the emotional needs of the team. For example, I have Meghna, who would prefer to be given a pat on the back and to be talked about positively in a group. Whereas another person, Prasad, might want to say, hey, I want your time. I want you to sit with me and uh, walk me through what it is I need to do. And adaptive leadership style, I would have to balance the direction with connection. Now let's bring in a fourth ball onto this pool table of ours. We already have emotional intelligence, we already have the seven languages of appreciation, we already have the leadership style. Now let's bring in crucial conversations. But leadership isn't just about appreciation, it's about courage, it's about showing that I know things. And before I pick up the ball of crucial conversations, let me tell you about the confidence gap. The confidence gap is that belief, the way you choose your body language, the way you look into the eyes of a person and say, yes, I know we can do this, and be bold. It's action over feelings. Rather than saying, I'll first feel confident about this project and then I will begin, rather than doing that, say, let's begin and get the confidence along the way. In these high stakes, emotionally charged moments, when confidence slips, it's very easy when trust breaks, when confidence slips, reports don't happen on time. My feedback, for instance, gets very uncomfortable. The secret is use emotional intelligence to help and show your appreciation, and it also helps you to stay calm, curious, and respectful in a tough conversation. Doesn't mean you have to mellow down and be soft, but you need to be respectful even while being tough. For example, instead of saying you missed a deadline, also say, I noticed that we are not meeting our last two reports that came in late. Is there something that is getting in the way? Is there something that is preventing us from make us look good? That blend of clarity, compassion, curiosity turns confrontation into collaboration. It's just the flip side of the coin. And also, where conversation ends with appreciation, thanks for being open to discuss this. I value the effort that you are showing that you want to improve. You close the loop with respect. And now, how do I bring all this together? How do I bring all this together? The confidence gap teaches me to dare, to take the step further, to be bold. That boldness not only applies to my actions, it also applies to the actions of the people I work with. So, emotional intelligence will show you how to understand emotions and how to regulate your tone and use empowering statements. At the same time, your leadership style shows you how to adapt to the context and to the people, and it's your delivery system. Crucial conversation shows how to navigate conflict and truth with care without uncomfortable confrontation. So that because you're not just managing teams, you're not just managing an individual like Prasad or Meghna or Priya. You're managing a human being for whom every day is different. On some days, he's not feeling too good. On some days, there's something going on in his life. On some days, he is overly thrilled. He's excited. That's when you need to use a blend of all these elements. Thank you.